What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 50 of my Total Warhammer 2 modded Mazdamundi campaign. So as we saw last time, we have destroyed the Harbingers of Disaster over here in the Dragonhorn mines and have also continued our attacks and incursion, I suppose, into the Ogre territory, or Orc rather, territories, Ogre territories. It's going reasonably well so far, and more importantly, we got some damn good battles out of it, and judging by this, I expect to get more good battles as we go. We could attack Wurzag with Tehenhauin if we feel like it. Although I do gotta point out that he will then move away, and it'll be difficult to kill a lot of his units. But still, it's certainly an option. Oh, and he has rock lobbers, eh? Well, that's gonna be a problem for this particular army, but nonetheless, underway stance and all that. Oh, so then that'll be another one of those pitched battles sort of things. That'll be interesting. Alright, well, we'll deal with that as we go. Let's continue in the meantime. Gorok, let's have you clean up the rest of these weak units. You're starting to approach Black Crag as well, which is nice. Take care of a Grutshot over here, and you know what? Kill and eat. Kill and eat. Exterminate is nice, but that allows us to continue attacking, essentially. So hit Iron Rock. The Rock of Itza hits the Iron Rock. There we go. Auto-resolve this as well. I don't see this presenting any kind of issue. And occupy the territory, not that we really want it. Ooh, kind of the old ones. Well, although -8 leadership is not so swell. I also did, between the episodes, spent all about 100,000 money to get to get Krokagar to join our war against the Orcs, so at least now he's part of that. I guess he'll really like, yeah, see, that, by virtue of the fact that he's now at war with them, will make him like us even more. We're at military actions against Grimgor's Arboys at +27. I think before we were improving to 170, now we're improving to 219, so that's pretty damn nice. And oh, I also declared war on Clan Vulcan. They're fairly weak, and I don't think they matter, so it's not a big deal. Gorok wouldn't do the join war against Grimgor unless we not only gave him 100k, but also joined war against Clan Vulcan. Damn, they want a lot of money and stuff. But anyway, we are, as I said, approaching the end of the campaign. I still don't know whether the Chaos script is broken, and it might be. I did try to do a reinstall, as in I reinstalled everything just to maybe hopefully fix the Chaos script, but it doesn't appear to have arrived yet. Still ways to go before turn 160, so I guess we'll try to figure that out. But at the end of the day, I don't really care about Chaos that much, to be perfectly honest. If they come, they'll be a source of some nice battles, but it's the Orcs that I've decided that are going to be the end fight, or the end game for the campaign, although we might still get some battles out of the Dark Elves here, because we are going to move Mazdamundi into this territory. So Mazdamundi, keep approaching. It's not like we're going to sit around waiting for Chaos forever, especially if we don't know whether they'll come in or not. Alrighty, let's get everybody else moving. Moff Cattell, you can start by moving up here, supporting Krokagar in the war against the Orcs. There we go. Move through Depth Gorge, please. And you've had some very nice battles yourself as well, so hopefully we can get you some more. Let's see, Cytocrom, you're still staying here. Well, I mean, to be fair, you've had a lot of battles. Still no islands to pick up for you, or else I would send you out there. Oh, speaking of sending out to pick up islands, you went out here just to grab this mysterious island with your quote-unquote army. Again, it's a specialized anti-chaos army. Ooh, Carnosaur Pendant. Those are always nice to pick up for various types of heroes and lords. Alrighty, I mean, the ones that don't have a frenzy anyway. And the ones that don't need a bunch of caster stuff. Okay, Cytocrom, you're staying where you are. Tehenhauin, you need to move. Oh, right, you can attack Wurzag in a second. Caritral, let's move you first. Okay, well, we could try to approach Morgheim. Go right here. I don't want attrition. Let's see. Oh, they don't have a stack there, and it's actually getting closer to Rebellion, and oh, Buildings and Commandments. I guess there's an Undercity in Mordheim. Now, we could sack or raise Mordheim. I kind of don't want it, just by virtue of the fact that it is, it's part of this. So just to take it by itself, I think we can just raise it. Or sack it and raise it, rather. And we can just let these guys have it. We'll leave some amount of the Badlands to the Tomb Kings. I feel really bad for the Tomb Kings. If they didn't have a desert, I would have loved to have just had them as our main ally. But, you know, it is what it is. That's the way the great plan crumbles. Nikai, the Wanderer, you are picking up more islands, so keep sailing around. I mean, there's a nice island over here, so go grab that. And just get ready to move back to Hexoatl if you spot some chaos spawns. I think there was a Skull Island up here somewhere. Yeah, there's one up here. And there's a lot of, oh, and another skyline. Like, you could just, like, jump from place to place going up here. Also, how are we doing over here? Vol's Anvil's still alive. I think it was taken recently, and it looks like Alariel has retaken it with an okay army. I don't know why... what the hell's the point of having the Spearmen in this army if you're going to have Phoenix Guard? You might as well replace all those with archers. Alright, alrighty, well, it's time to fight. Can't stop the good fights, so let's continue with Tehenhauin against Mr. Wurzag. Get to it. Should be a fun time. We still have our... oh, I gotta remember not to forget to do the technology. Ooh, Pyrrhic Victory. Whoa, 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 whoa. His WOG actually has Blackworks in it. Well, that's a lot more scary. Okay, what does he have here? Wurzag's Wa. Plus 20 melee attack. Oh, plus 20% physical resistance. Is this superior to Grimgor's Wa? I think Grimgor's does more damage. Unless I'm mistaken, but does it also have that physical resistance? Now I'm not remembering it. Well, it doesn't matter. We're going to take this into battle. Oh, and ironically, the Crimson Killers, which were not in Grimgor's army, are in Wurzag's army. Alright, Tehenhauin's looking like the... yeah, he might have a very tough battle here. I'm just thinking, there's a lot of giant units here. Well, Ishlatek's got his work cut out for him, I guess. Let's get to it. Alrighty, here we go, another one of these pseudo-underway battles. And I do say pseudo-underway because obviously this is not an interception, but rather we just have them attacked so that they can back off afterwards. A lot of Black Orcs on the field and a lot of dangerous units, a couple of giants. The Arachnarok Queen is always a issue. 47 melee defense. All right, well, I think we can have Ishlatek attack this thing. I wonder how well he'd be able to do. Toxic Venom, but that's to be expected. And I can't see Wurzag. Oh, now that's a Night Goblin War Boss. You can see that squig jumping, the telltale jumps. Where the hell is Wurzag? I didn't want to take a look at him for a second here. Oh, Wurzag. There's nothing to watch with the rest of the army because we're technically the attackers, so we're just sort of moving up. I have no idea where this guy is. I know he's on his mount. Is that you? No. Oh, there he is. There he is. If anybody was yelling at the screen, he's right there. Well, I'm sorry. Hey, buddy, you ready for some fighting? Would love to have you duel with Tehenhauin if it's possible. Always love when the legendary lords duel each other. Alrighty, so this is our setup. We have set up on this kill so we can maintain high ground. I think this is beneficial because we do have the Blessed Chameleon Skinks, and they can fire down into the enemy because they have a straight fire. This is generally what you do with units like handgunners, and I think that it's beneficial to do the same thing with Chameleon Skinks. Otherwise, I would have moved up here. But on the other hand, we can fight on relatively high ground here and force the enemy to attack us via the power of Flock of Doom. You can see Tehenhauin moved up and started to annoy them. Black Orc's actually taking a decent amount of damage from that. Huh. Well, better than I thought it would be. Another one of those, and that'll be like 10%. I think it looks like it does like 5% of its HP, maybe a little bit. Maybe that is 10%. Ah, yeah. That looks like 10 to 15%. That's not bad at all. That is not bad at all, considering it hit a bunch of units at the same time. I'm actually surprised that it did about as much damage to the Black Orcs as the regular Orc Boys, because I'm pretty sure... oh wait, I did overcast it though, so yeah. Alrighty, and it looks like that has annoyed the enemy army enough, and the Orky host will approach. Looks like Tehenhauin's being bombarded by the rock lobbers wherever they are. I think there's somewhere over here. Rock lobber. Oh, they're back here. It's kind of hard to spot the specific unit type. Yeah, Hammer of Gork. Yeah, well, that's going to be annoying if it starts damaging our red-crested skinks, but of course we have to remember that we do have the Terminators that can drop in on that thing as soon as the enemy army goes a little bit past it. We are going to get Tehenhauin back in to continue with his spam of Flock of Doom damage, keep reducing enemy values, and keep annoying them so that they do keep approaching. Man, this army looks... I think one of the issues I find with orcs in this game is that they move in too ordered ranks. Like, even black orcs, I don't think would move in this with this much discipline. This is way too ordered. Like, even if they were able to, even if they did move in a nice little neat line like this, they definitely wouldn't stand in rank like this. This does not seem right to me. And I mean, these are just... I mean, they're still orcs. And I think even the orc boys who are a little bit less disciplined, they're still a little bit too ordered for my taste. Yeah. The same with the biggins. I feel like the orcs should be a little bit more hectic than they look here. Like, this army looks way too like a professional army to be a true orky horde or host or whatever. Anyway, looks like the enemy is starting to move in. They attack with the Moon Howlers, the Goblin Wolf Riders in first, gonna hit Tehenhauin with that, but obviously they're going to be achieving nothing with this, plus they're gonna take some damage from our range fire. There we go, all the howdahs on our various dinos gonna fire down on them, and then, ooh, that was a cute little feint where they ran right up to the dino, stopped right before them, and then ran away. If that was a skirmisher cav, that would have felt really right. Like if they had javelins or something, just go right up, chuck the javelins in somebody's face, and then move away. But unfortunately, no. Wait, do javelin cav exist in this game? Huh. I'm trying to think. Oh, wait, yes they do. The Norskin Cav, yes. Marauder Horsemasters. And the non-throwing axe Marauders. Marauder Horsemen, yeah, alright. But that's, I guess, sort of more because they... that faction in general does like their javelins, which you can't blame them for. Anyway, the army is almost here. It's been 5 minutes already, although obviously we did go through that fairly quickly. But yeah, they finally moved up, and I heard something. I guess that was the activation of the Ark of Sotek. Oh, and the Arachnarok Queen is in. It's, I really wish that, like, boats, like, the howdahs could, like, invade each other somehow, like, little bridges, or, like, have units jump across each other's, on top of each other's howdahs and have them duel up there. Imagine just being up there and then Tehenhauin jumps across. That's not a situation you want to be in, I suppose. Alrighty, well, these guys have actually done very, very good damage to Tehenhauin. I was shocked at how quickly he started to take damage, considering with all his buffs, he has 104 melee defense, and we added Pants Impenetrable Pelt to get that plus 20% damage resistance. Still, he's dropped to about half HP, and I think that was primarily from the Arachnarok Queen hitting him a few times. In the meantime, the main portion of the battle has... well, main portion of the battle is now sort of engaged. It is happening, and the enemy is fighting to high ground. We are also going to get a Comet of Cassandora somehow flying through the caverns here. I mean, I guess it is magic, so it's not really a comet unless it's somehow... I mean, I guess it somehow magically appears here. It's not actually coming from the sky, and I suppose in theory it could have gone down here if it didn't hit a bridge or something. In theory. I guess it would be kind of neat if various skyborne abilities were disabled in underground battles, although that would, I guess, you know what? That would benefit various factions that fight underground like this. Although, to be fair, Warp Lightning is a Skaven ability. Although, then again, Warp Lightning doesn't actually come from the sky, does it? I mean, it does drop down from the sky, but unlike the Comet, I don't think it's actually... Although then again, the comet being summoned may also make sense. Anyway, I'm just talking here. A nice little comet hit, oh, and a laggy comet hit because the entire game started lagging as soon as that happened because, I guess, of all the particles. But the damage is certainly in there. But, yeah, there's a lot more orcs where that came from. We're going to get our first sky laser going as well. Lag let up a little bit, but Wurzag's Wah has been activated. And there we go, sky lasers moving in and high. And it looks like, I don't know whether the AI did this on purpose, but it's Boar Boys are moving out of here. Oh, they got terrified away. Okay, I was wondering. Probably not on purpose, otherwise they would have gotten hit by that sky laser. Oh, I love the way that the sky laser just kills things, but also knocks them back, so that there's like a literal swath of destruction here. Alrighty, well, the damage is certainly in there now. The Ragnarok Queen is fine. We're actually going to move Tehenhauin away so that he doesn't continue getting killed. Ishlatek has also moved in to attack the Savage Giant, although, unfortunately, Ishlatek is kind of a hindrance to Tehenhauin by virtue of the fact that he has that Scorned thing. So it's not great when he's forced to fight into this close combat sort of deal that we are stuck with in these underworld battles. On the other hand, 10% isn't a huge difference anyway. I'm just enjoying the spectacle here. This is a lot of orcs and another epic battle. Damn, gotta love it. Giants fighting. We got. Ooh, I think you are not where you want to be there, Oracle. I think it might have kept it here and it ran out of ammo, or close to running out of ammo, and then it tried to jump in and attack these guys, help out the cohort of Sotek, who is doing a very admirable job of holding back all of these black orcs and orc boys. But then it jumped in as there does tend to be a tendency for that sort of thing. And now over here, it looks like we've won on one of our flanks. This one is just about caused everybody to rout. The center is still holding strong for the enemy, as so is this flank. As long as this Giant and that Ragnarok Queen survive, this flank isn't going anywhere. Although Tehenhauin is now being helped by his Skink Chief as well as Ishlatek. So 3 on 2, I think we do have the advantage here. A glorious freaking battle. Oh, is that another use of the Wah? Yes, it is. Alright, so the extra damage is coming in there. I'm getting a little bit of a fire support. Oh, look at those little lava spiders. Aren't they cute? Wait, those aren't... Yeah, they are. Spider hatchlings, but they're of the lava variety, right? Right? I can't actually tell. Wait, actually, I don't think they are. This is a regular Ragnarok Queen. It is not a lava Ragnarok spider. So, therefore, those spawns are not lavalings. I'm just going to call them lavalings now. Alrighty, ooh, it looks like the balance of power has now gone in our favor, and considering how many units are routing now, that is not surprising. We've gotten a lot of mileage out of our magical attacks here, although primarily the Sky Laser and the Comet. Everything that comes out of the sky, essentially, has been in to our advantage here. Alrighty, well, it looks like the Giant is done for, the Savage Giant, I should say, and the Ragnarok Queen has decided to run. We're actually going to ignore the Giant and have Ishlatek chase down the Ragnarok Queen because it is a much more high-value target than the Giant with like 5 HP. We are going to try to chase him down, but there's a lot of units in the way, and Black Orc's moving in to cover his retreat, although once again, I don't think the AI is doing this on purpose, sort of just a happy accident. Ooh, effect from the Ark of Sotek going down. I gotta love the Ark of Sotek. Ooh, and right on top of that, the Skinks see the support of Sotek, or the favor of their god, and move in to attack with the snakes there. And now we're starting to move down from the high ground as, well, enemies do charge back in, but we just kick them back off the high ground again. Now, this flank has actually moved in and has sort of transported itself to the center of the battle. Our center is still as it is. The cohort of Sotek did hold the line, but these guys are done over here and are now taking the fight to the enemy. Good job. And all these explosions... Oh, that's Wurzag doing something. Where are you, Wurzag? Where are you? Oh, here he is. There he is. I was starting to look for him again. It looks like he wants a piece of Tehenhauin. Well, I think that's a good thing. Wurzag, get a little bit of a duel going in there. I love these battles that last a little bit longer because we do have time where we can sort of watch it a little bit more, but not a lot of slow motion. I mean, I'm doing slow motion right now just to keep track of what's going on here, but not nearly as much slow motion is necessary as the battles that only last like 2 minutes because, you know, units just explode in like 2 seconds and then your base you're basically done. Oh man, I feel like I'm getting the hiccups here. That'll be annoying. Anyway, a duel between Wurzag and Tehenhauin here. Although I guess these guys are helping out, and it looks like Wurzag doesn't want any piece of this. Huh, it looks like he routed the second that the other lord died, and Tehenhauin didn't actually drop any more HP. This was his HP from having the Ragnarok Queen hit him. He didn't actually get more damage by Wurzag, so yeah, I guess that wasn't going to go well for him either. Oh, he got terrified away. I really feel surprised or maybe even annoyed when legendary units get terrified off the battlefield. Just doesn't feel right. I mean, I guess Wurzag might run, but there's certain lords feel like they probably wouldn't run. And like Slann can be terrified away. They're not immune to psychology unless they've used Slann or their ancient mind ability. So that doesn't feel right to me. I feel like Slann would not get terrified. I mean, they're Slann. They should have the mental discipline to not get terrified. In fact, I feel like Slann probably should be unbreakable and immune to psychology in general, just by virtue of what they are. Although maybe I'm giving too much credit to the like 5th and 4th and probably even 3rd gen. Well, maybe not the 3rd generations, but the 5th and 4th generations. Yeah, anyway, battle's over. All this Slann discussion, and we're just chasing down all the units after this. I'm gonna speed this up because we're just chasing down units, and we do have to kill as many as we possibly can. There are a lot of Black Orcs still in the field, and we don't want to have to refight this battle after. Oh, I missed that. Damn. Remember that giant that ran away with like 100 HP? We ran our Oracle up and actually got a use of the fireball, hitting the giant in the back and killing him. Because we tried to chase him down with our Skink Chiefs and it didn't work because of the Skink Chiefs just kept getting stuck in melee because of all the units, but the Oracle pulled it off. So very nicely done, buddy, very nice. And that's just about it. Almost all the enemy units are off the field. Gonna keep it sped up until the battle ends here. Keep killing those Black Orcs and Orc boys, and that should be it. Yes? Yes? Yes. Alright, a heroic victory, and we absolutely obliterated the enemy army here, so I think that that went reasonably well, although let's just check how well it went by seeing our stats here. Alrighty, in a massive heroic victory for Tehenhauin. That battle actually went a lot better than I was thinking it would, so I'm pretty happy with the way that turned out. In terms of damage, Tehenhauin got nearly 100,000, although once again, a lot of it was from his sky laser, but to be fair, we only used the one sky laser this time. Now, over 100k on Erekadan, the Skink Oracle. Very, very nice. I'm not actually sure where that damage came from outside of the single use of Comet of Cassandora and the single use of the Wind Wave, or whatever the ability is called, the Breath ability, because that doesn't seem like it would add up to 100k, but still very, very nice damage. 20k on Ishlatek, but that's deceptive because he hunted down a lot of large targets, a lot of these giants and the Ragnarok Queen. 40,000 on a core horde of Sotek. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful amount of damage, incomparable to the damage that the Black Orcs were able to dish out. Nearly 20k and 16k on our Chameleon Skinks, 15 and 16 are on our Chameleon Stalkers, another 25k on these guys, and always the Arcs of Sotek did reasonably well. And one thing that I've been really impressed with throughout this campaign is just how much value the Bastiladons give you. They are just impossible to take down, and yeah, that's kind of their point. They're heavily armored and damage resistant, and they really, really do function well despite their relatively low tier way into the late game as anchoring points for your lines. Otherwise, I guess, you know what, let's kill and eat these guys so we can auto-resolve the rest of this army to death. I'd love to exterminate them, but, we're doing okay. Oh, hello! If it isn't the dwarves, they're gonna start taking these territories back. Cute, cute. Winds of Magic, starting mana, +7 passive ability, Cube of Darkness. Hex of Winds, reduces power. That's not a big deal. Defeated Wurzag is plus 10% physical resistance. That's a nice defeat trait. A very nice defeat trade. What's your physical resistance now at 50%? Plus the 5% ward save. Lovely. Lovely. I'm kind of thinking about getting you a Lichbone Pennant instead of the... I mean, 30% magic resistance, you could definitely use some more. Alrighty, well, let's just send you in. This should, I think, be auto-resolvable. Will anybody die? No, nobody will die. Decisive victory, low casualties. I mean, their army's been pretty darn crippled here. Yeah, a little tiny bit of damage. At least the auto-resolver recognizes that after we defeated the army. Now we're going to exterminate them, and so bid farewell to Wurzag's army. Can you go somewhere where there's no attrition, or are you stuck in this mountain pass that is all attrition-y? I think unfortunately you're stuck. And even if you can't even move into march stance or encampment stance, you're just short. Ah, damn, we'll have to suffer one turn of attrition. Start moving back. We'll heal up next turn, I guess. Really wish you were immune. We gotta start taking these territories down here before the dwarves take too much. Are we allied with you? Oh, well, I've never seen that before. He wants a military alliance more than he wants a defensive alliance. That's real curious. That is real curious. But you know what? We might as well. He has 5 settlements and he's not very strong. But, I mean, who's he going to attack? Everybody that, other than Krokgar. Maybe we'll just make a military alliance with Krokgar as well. Yeah. Oh man, what if he tries to attack Krok... You know what, maybe let's do defensive alliance for now. I'm just thinking, what if he tries to attack Krokgar and brings in Kurun and Reichland at the same time, who we aren't allied with? Man, that would not be good. Not that I'd care too much, because I still think that this campaign is basically over. And these guys, they should get fairly friendly with us. I mean, we're improving to positive, and soon we'll be able to start getting some agreements going. And when that happens, we'll get them as new trading partners. I do want that extra cash. Man, we're missing out like an extra 10 to 15k per turn, just from the various factions that have not yet joined us in trade agreements. Other than that, is there anything else to do this turn? I don't believe so. A little bit of cash to spend, but we can always spend it next turn. Maybe even once again start saving to try to confed Krokgar, or we could spend it on getting more money via various things as well. I mean, they're both reasonably decent options. Yeah, thing is, he might never join us. Ooh, before I forget, let's get that research going. I would like to get sequence of the global plan, but to be honest, there's probably better stuff. Do we have... There we go. There's an upkeep thing here. It's not much, but it's something. I don't think there's any more upkeeps here, is there? Oh, wait. Whoa. There's an upkeep for all the dinos? Oh, yes. Definitely upkeep for all the dinos. Ooh. Also, we are about to lose Divine Architecture. I gotta try to remember that before building any new buildings, but I think we want to get Ancient Treasures Unearthed back up and running, because that's quite a bit of increase to our money making. And to be honest, marked spawnings as well. I don't even remember how much these cost, but they're all gonna be done soon. What's the turnage on our traits 3? And wait, if we're at 1242, if we were to lose... Oh man, we can't afford to lose the 70% research rate from the alignments. Oh man, that's not good. We need more research rate. Ever more research rate. Alrighty, well, let's end the turn, and we're just about done with this episode as well, but just in case, let's end it. Maybe we'll see somebody come attack and... probably kill themselves on one of our armies, but I guess we'll find out in a sec. Let's do it. Hope I didn't forget anything. Alrighty, and I am curious to see how Krokgar starts faring against those orcs. I mean, those were some mighty orc hosts that we've already taken down, and I do expect there to be more. Ooh, I just saw one of the Eatane areas get taken by Nagorond. Military alliance between the Grimgor's Ardboys and Redclad. Well, it's about time. War declared between Talzin, Karazikarak, Reichland, and Kurun. Yeah, so these guys are a power block, essentially. Kind of annoying that they're fighting Talzin, who we're sort of allied with. Yeah, they're gonna like us even less. Oh, and these guys probably will not really like our alliances with Talzin, eh? Well, we'll see what happens there. I'm gonna stay out of it. Oh, man. Okay, alignments. We got one more turn to move back into Mount Squidcorn, or Wait, what's the 50%? Right here. We could start regenerating, head you down to Carrick Drawn. Yeah, fine, go here. Go here and then head to Carrick Drawn next turn. Maybe we won't have to go to Crookback Mountain. And looks like Mount Silver Spear has been oh, we can't encamp? You gotta be kidding me. Alright, well, if we can't encamp, just stay here. Well, it's not like we really need to. I just wanted somewhere where there's no attrition. And I think this is all mountain passes, so it's all attrition. So yeah, just stay there, Tehenhauin. Gorok. If you were to hit Black Crag, you know what? I think we're out of time. I mostly ended the turn to just see if anybody would do anything interesting, and that didn't look to be the case. Did you guys really destroy Cradtomen instead of taking the entire province? AI, you're just really stupid lately. I mean, in general, but damn. You should have taken Cradtomen. Why would you do that? And I'm almost completely sure that it was Kroggar that took this or attacked it. Dumb. Anyway, I'm going to call the episode here, and next time we continue our war against the orcs, although it's starting to end quicker than I would have otherwise expected. Yeah, look, you clearly destroyed this place. Why? Why? But I ask again, why? I don't understand you. Regardless, next time, keep killing the orcs. I don't imagine they have too many, they'll have armies for too many episodes left. Are you guys fighting them as well? Oh, the Empire's not fighting them. Well, they really should be. Kind of shocking. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I suppose if we kill the orcs for good... Oh, and look, Malice is alive still here. And he's actually fairly far. I have to give that some thought. But anyway, calling it here. Next time, orcs and such. All glory to the algorithm. Whatever I usually say. Likes and comments good. And thanks for watching.